Shalom, this week's Sedra is Sedra Vayikra. The world has been searching for peace since its first generations. After Cain killed Hevel, recognition dawned on that something incredibly evil had begun. Mankind has been trying to claw back from that seminal mistake ever since. Fast forward 5 millennia, and we find a world united, having created an international body, the United Nations, whose purpose is to bring peace to the world, and is an abject and complete failure. Wars rage on, peace is an unattainable goal. In a world where peace is a fleeting but valuable commodity, it is our responsibility to teach our children about peace, so that hopefully they can one day enjoy it. Peace is impossible unless the root causes to its hindrance are uncovered and solved. In this week's Sedra, the root causes of violence and the path to peace are discussed. Although this week's Sedra begins a series of descriptions of the offerings given in the Mishkan and eventually in the Beis HaMikdash, embedded within these ritual descriptions are fundamental philosophical lessons. The goal of this Dvar Torah is to uncover and explain those lessons. Among the various offerings described is the Shlomim offering, called a peace offering. At the start of the fourth Aliyah we find this verse: if his sacrifice is a peace offering, if he brings it from cattle, whether male or female, unblemished he shall bring it before the Lord. The Shlomim offering is oddly called a peace offering. Rashi explained the offering's name because they instilled peace in the world. Rashi offered a second explanation. They encouraged harmony, since some portions of the offering went to the altar, some to the Kohanim, and some to the owner of the sacrifice. While closely related, these two explanations to the name of the Shlomim as a peace offering actually differ. The first, because they instilled peace in the world, speaks to the difference between the Shlomim and other offerings. Other offerings come to meet a need, maybe atonement for a sin, paying a vow, or offering thanksgiving. The peace offering is merely given as a voluntary act that adds to the world. The second explanation, that the offering added harmony to the world, speaks to avoiding jealousy by ensuring that all parties received a portion of the offering. Rashi's explanation taught us that peace comes from voluntary acts of perfection, and ensuring that people don't get jealous. If we relate these lessons back to the fact that Cain killed Hevel out of jealousy, but maybe at some level their action stemmed from Adam and Chava's act of taking and looking for more from the world instead of adding to it. Their sin of eating from the tree started a path of violence that the world hasn't yet recovered from. When the world returns from its ways of jealousy and begins to voluntarily do good, peace will begin to develop. Until then, the world will keep repeating its 5,000-year history of violence. When our children learn these lessons, they too will hopefully one day get to enjoy peace. Shalom.